And I believe that like peaceful means would be the only way out for us to resolve the current situation in Hong Kong.
Peaceful means, but a group of your protesters have been beating up people who just think differently. September the 15th, we had a group who beat up a 49-year-old Hong Kong man, beat him unconscious, because he dared to challenge what the group was doing. Chow Hu-tung remonstrated with your fellow activists. He shouted at them, "Love China, I'm Chinese." But they beat him up, unconscious, had to go to hospital. He was in critical condition when he arrived, but he survived. Is that the way you deal with people who think differently from you?
Well, of course, that would not be the very ideal way.
Ideal? You don't even condemn it?
We do not condemn any kinds of...
You have no principles then? If you're not going to condemn...
We do have principles.
Inhuman treatment like this, you can't even look me in the face and say, I condemn this kind of inhuman treatment?
We would not do any kinds of public condemns. But still, we are trying to switch the tactics to a more peaceful way.
What about the violence against businesses that are seen as unsupported? How do you imagine you're protecting democracy by trashing ATM machines and Starbucks cafes? How does that help you preserve democracy?
Well, I believe protesters are vandalizing underground stations, vandalizing those Chinese-owned companies for a reason, because they would like to bring actual harm to those companies because they don't support you. It is not about they don't support us. It is about they are the ones who
are think for themselves. They have to have their windows smashed and they have to have their ATM machines trashed because they just don't think the same way as you do. And you want to preserve democracy.
Well, I believe that would definitely not be the best way. However, they're doing that for a reason, and they're trying to be rational. And that's why we're not trying to condemn them publicly, but still, we do have reflections, we do have discussions about those vandalizations, and there have been more and more voices about that we should actually try to explore some peaceful ways.